Might reveal aught of interest.
Figured I had to thank you somehow.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the wilder night.
Ah, yes. Now I see.
We've arrived, just as planned.
My head hurts just thinking of what to do. What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
I suppose 'tis so.
Pray, follow me.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even my mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I know you meant well. Besides, I can safely say it was still a novel experience. I wanted to give you something in return by way of thanks. Here, this is for you. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Faring well, I hope.
Oh dear.
If our destination is...
A moment of your time is all I ask. You wouldn't leave a man in dire straits, would you? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Let us see this delivered swiftly and intact.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Lost track of time.
Just waiting around
This
puts me
place
to
is
sleep.
I'll feel a sight better once I'm at my job. My knees have been acting up of late.
Here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
You have my support. We have arrived.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent, you're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the Saurians scattering.
A Saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
I suppose 'tis so.
Tis quiet about.
What would you of me? My...
We've naught to discuss.
I follow my whims, wheresoe'er they may lead.
Here at the inn, we also often get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But
the safer the roads, the heavier my pockets. Always a pleasure.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
What's more, oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Well, it certainly isn't easy work, but I'm proud to be counted upon.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my... You'll find the jars of... That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met...
I've just had a thought. Every master...
You'll find the jars of poison... That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and you...
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Mayhap you'll think...
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. You'll find the jars of...
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete. A result to be proud of.
That was hardly a challenge for adventurers of our caliber.
We mustn't grow complacent, but steel ourselves for the trials to come.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm on to the tavern.
I'm stuck till a passenger comes along.
Tis our duty to see this
Peril can
peace.
result from a moment's caution.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
None of us tired. Tomorrow. Barely slept a wink.
This ox cart's bound for Burnwood.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Just as it should be.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without...
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melve? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Tis no great shock to me.
You shall answer for this.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
There are few ways to equip this kind.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Only careful how to spend the day.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
I've little enough gold to spend this day. This town must have needs.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite, though no definitive records remain.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I learned of a forgotten riftstone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it if you like.
Phantom Spare!
Holy attacks will serve us well here.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
Watchful eyes can detect.
Let's see. Market I go. Where to next?
Something good will come of today. I just know it. I just know it.
Supper and a night's rest is all I need.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into our care.
It seems Lady Eleanor means to give us a tour of the gracious hand. Might we not take her up on the offer? Allow me to guide you, Master.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, There is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might... But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
It's you again. What are you doing now?
My prayer will surely be... This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Got any good stories to share?
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us.
Medicine! 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 Now! 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 I need it. I need it. I need more medicine!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh, someone help me.
Never.
Each of our patients deserves our full... Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeard for them. I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him walk out of here in good health.
We have arrived.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
'Tis no great shock to me.
Beg pardon, sir, but this room is where our most severe cases convalesce. I must ask you not to disturb them, for your sake as much as theirs.
We have reached our destination.
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once.
How might we enter the big...
Oh, sub.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
'Tis as you say.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
This place cheers me right up. I would fain ease their burdens, however. I don't like it.
Might we not seek out the individuals to whom these records of treatment belong, and question them about Lady Elena? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I'd fain lead the way, if you would be so kind as to follow me.
Vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I missed that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
I discovered a shortcut near here while exploring in another world. Shall I show it to you?
Perhaps a stroll through town. See what happens.
Got to sweep and dust before things
Pray, follow me. Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
I'll take any chance not to think of my trouble. Take any chance not to think
Even I know when to shut my trap.
chance to put my feet up. Wonder what
Can't put a price on a piece.
Always sets me to think, this place.
Life can be tiring even if you've no troubles. I can't wait to see what the day holds.
If I could.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
Lord Phasus. 'Tis a name of great import, of that I am certain.
That's odd.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like record Johann and Bruno. I recall them being especially... At any rate, they may know aught. You're back. Pray, tell me, I have noticed that the abbess goes out every night.
Tomorrow will be no different.
All this worrying is giving me a little
I'm surrounded by winches on all sides. I need help.
Busy out today.
ready for the morrow.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
What's this I smell?
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Getting proper rest is an important...
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
I can but trust my faith will guide me through. If I sleep on my woes, they have to go away.
Is it too much? Ought to take a moment to replenish my strength.
I feel more welcome.
'Tis good to see you are well. Prayer is still not come. I would fain ease their burdens howe'er I can.
Let me get that.
You're back. Pray, tell me, what? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw afore coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
Indeed, you are correct.
Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
My head will roll.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this, eventually.
It's been a hard day.
Could use a dash of salt.
Have we purchased all that we require?
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Goblin!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'm done for, huh? You wasn't patient, man.
I'm dead tired of this.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Oh, methinks the maid felt that. Perhaps a few more for the next. I'm sure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we passed.
'Tis as you say.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to... I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
It was a fine journey we shared.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Glad to see you have such a hand.
One of us has been doused in slime.
These beasts have a favorite prey. They'll doggedly pursue any and all women they behold.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemies predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. This road is beyond our strength. I recommend a swift retreat.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
'Twas a battle most fierce, against a formidable foe. Fortune favors us, 'twould seem. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Phantoms!
Only attacks reported to prove most effective against it.
I cannot fault your prowess. I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Not a bad.
On my way! Never be fret. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Watch out for the beast. Stop. Is everyone all right?
For the sake of our fallen allies, we must fight on.
That's it! Now's our chance to strike! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly. you mind coming over here? It's pleasantly cool here. What with a canopy overhead. Let us hope we make it through without incident. Choppers, Master! Your pawn is missing, Master.
We are greatly weakened for the loss. Our only recourse is to seek a rift stone.
This ox cart's bound for the check. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. Hey-o! Oh no!
see you travel without your loyal pawn. You will need to rectify that.
I see you travel without your loyal...
this out.
Stop!
This is our trouble.
Who do you
Are you
think
trying to piss me off?
Where do you think you're going, eh? Get back here.
beyond me.
Someone help me!
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my... Aye, out of the cart, warrior.
This is
You!
This ox cart's bound for... I'll need to see some coin before I let you... Enough! Right, out of the cart, all of you.
I mustn't let this
Pray seek out your loyal pawn, Arisen. The Legion may...
get away.
Haven't got any please.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll... Ah, good. I see the...
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen. If ever you've need of an ear to listen,
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offul? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Oh.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. But chance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
let us speak with everyone we can think of who might...
Please, stranger.
Living's hard. Dreams are free.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later. What is it?
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph? Say, it was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the jadeite orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
Sirs, a full and Everard each seek the jadeite orb. To whom ought we to grant it?
Could it be aught's if I cannot dissuade you from pressing?
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me. Oh, I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature work.
Over here, if you please.
Where are you going?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Seems we've enemies in our midst. I'd leave it. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed. No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Would you mind coming over here?
And before I forget, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's preference.
I shouldn't at all mind if that were to change.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen. No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I shall finish this. For the Arisen! Well done.
We may underestimate this, I hope. Time to heal up. Let's keep still a moment. Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I grapple you, see? We may not die in battle. It's a far cry from here.
A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
I think I get the idea.
Well caught, Arisen.
Would seem like some catching up to do. Not bad. All things considered. Let the elements empower your strikes. I'll be needing a tall mug of ale to recover from that blow. I'm not quite as nimble as I'd like to be, but I suppose that's what I get for carrying so many things.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.